Night 4. I've got one shot at this. I've got one opportunity to save these kids. They're keeping them in the cells. I looked around for a weapon. Something small, concealable. But all I found was an old, rusty pipe. It'll have to do. Alright, first things first. I've got to get my captor's attention. Once I do that, I'll have to kill them. Get the keys to the cell doors and free the kids. Then this nightmare would be over. I beat the door and shouted finally until someone came demanding I be quiet. I didn't stop. He walked in the cell, ready to stab me with his knife, but before he could get a good swing at me, I cracked his skull with the pipe. I killed him. He left me no choice. I had to. I found the keys to the cell doors and walked outside my cell. I'd have to be quiet. I didn't know how many cultists are patrolling the hallways. I started with the door directly across from mine. It was empty. Am I too late? My fears were confirmed as I heard shrieks from down the endless corridor. But I also heard the shrieks of grown men. I knew what was happening. The witch had gotten greedy and now planned to eat everyone in town. I saw her racing towards me. I immediately ran as fast as I could in the opposite direction. She tackled me and began scratching the flesh off my face. I shouted for help, and she began eating down my arm. Chunks of skin and muscle spilling from her mouth onto my face. I shrieked for help. To my surprise, I heard a gunshot fired at the witch. She wailed and ran off. It was the police. I saw them walk toward me, and that's when I blacked out. I woke up in the hospital. The police told me I was the only survivor. The teachers, the students, they could only find shreds of skin and muscle strewn across the tunnel. I told them all I knew. I told them about the witch, the deal that was made, and the human meat that was in the freezer. Well, if I hadn't seen the tunnel with my own eyes, I'd call you a fool. But after seeing that creature, I believe you. We're gonna have that school condemned. And for a moment, relief washed over me, until I looked past him and saw the news header. Family cannibalized. Police still looking for the perpetrator. If you have any information or see any suspicious activity, call your local law enforcement agency.